back at Roy S. Anderson. Fourth quarter about to get started. Railers down by 3. Austin Kirby with a big 3 at the end of the quarter to bring the Railers to within 1 possession. It'll be Gesner, Kirby, Nelson, Smith, and Van Hook on the floor to start this fourth quarter. Morton with the basketball.
Third quarter, Railers 6 of 12, Morton 4 of 11. The Railers outscore them 17-8 to get back in the ballgame.
So Morton with the 3-point advantage. Swinford. It's thrown away, tipped away by the Railers. One thing that helped the Railers, guys, is Bisping, who had 13 in the first half, only 2 in the third quarter.
Yeah, we did a better job, and toward the end of that third quarter, we did a better job of covering them up on defense. Hopefully the Railers can get it going here.
Hayden, double team comes from Kirby and Gesner. Bisping's going to drive to the basket, go against Christian, and Christian's going to be whistled for the reach.
Good play by Christian. Sometimes you get away with that.
That's going to be 2 on Van Hook.
Smitty looked at Van Hook and said, wait till he shoots it and then block it.
Swinford inbounds to Bisping. They've gotten away with a couple walks. Rossi, watched by Kirby.
Railers don't have to scramble here. There's the ball, and there's the turnover.
Bisping lost control of it. Austin Kirby with it. Austin will bring it into the front court.
6 turnover to second half for Morton, and that kind of paved the way in the third quarter as they had 5 turnovers.
Nelson, alley-oop lob to Christian, who laid it up and in.
Hey, Morton, here we go, and the whole outside of this gym is quiet now, Jeffrey.
31-30. Railers have cut it to 1 with 7 minutes to go. Ball tipped away. Nelson to steal. Nelson down court, behind the back dribble. Crossover dribble. Flips it to Van Hook for the lead.
Railers are back. Wait, it's not. A lot of time left.
Lot of time left. 32-31, 6.5 to go.
We're at 5 fouls to their 2, Jeff.
And then a timeout being taken by the Potters. 6:35 to go. Railers up 32-31. Morton is taking time. We will as well. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball. Railers are ahead. 6.5 to go. Still a lot of time. Their leading scorer has yet to score. Jordan Nelson still scoreless.
Well, and he did exactly what he's going to need to do, even more of that right there. He got a steal. He's got to take it the length of the court. He didn't try to force a 3. He didn't try to force a shot. He got in the lane. They drew to him, kicks it to Van Hook for an easy layup. If he's not going to score, that's what good players do. They got to find a way, something else to do to help your team win.
Good, solid interior defense here. You make Morton beat you from the outside if they can.
6.5 to go. Fourth quarter of action. Railers up 32-31.
Boy, Bisping is just holding him off.
Swinford. Inside to Lundeen. Lundeen off the glass. Didn't get it to go down. But a foul is going to be whistled. I think they got Smitty on that one. That'll be his second. This one may be first one to 40 wins.
Yeah, Fox out here too. Last night we saw Lundeen miss quite a few free throws last night, although he's been pretty good tonight.
3 of 4 from the line here tonight. He's got 2.
He missed some big ones last night against Springfield.
Sure did. Technicals.
3 out of 4 on the way. In and out.
There you go.
Fox out here. You talk about any type of rebounds. These are the type of game out here is where you got to get all those 50-50 balls we all talk about and every single rebound.
Second one up. We're tied at 32. Gesner will bring the ball up for the Railers at the 6:10 mark. 32 apiece on the scoreboard here at Roy S. Anderson. Van Hook to Nelson, being watched by Rossi. Gesner looks to make a move, flips it across. Dangerous pass, almost taken by Hayden.
Sure was.
Gesner, inside out, back to Kirby.
What do you say we take the air out of it?
Kirby to Nathaniel. Nathaniel back over to Kirby. Austin.
Let's hold it for 5 minutes and take the last shot and see if we can beat him.
Gesner to Van Hook between the circles. Gesner, 3, big one on the way. Off the right side, no good. All Potters there for the rebound. Bisping gets it back to Rossi and Morton now with a chance to take the lead back.
Yeah, when do you bring Brant Coyne in? Remember, 4 fouls with Brant at the time of the game. When do you bring him back? It's got to be pretty soon, I think.
Swinford, free throw line. Lundeen turns from 16 and hits.
You had taking that shot much. We watched him last night. Barry shot after shot from the free throw line.
So now Morton back on top, 34-32. Everybody got your Tums ready?
Yeah, it's nail-biting time. It's the best regional in the state, Jeff. We knew the games would be hard.
Gesner picked up his dribble, back now to Kirby. Nelson trying to do anything he can to get free from Rossi.
Rossi doing a great job. They're letting him hold, and he's doing it, and he's doing a great job.
Van Hook in the corner to Gesner.
Oh, I got Smitty.
Flips it over to Kirby. Kirby will fire a three. It's on the way. It's off right, no good. And Lundeen had it. Gesner bothered him just enough. Lundeen lost it out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Railers. Kirby out, Brandt back in.
Yeah, guys, our guards are just standing and let them really, what the triangle doesn't have to work at all. Our guards that are coming up have got to penetrate the lane and create something. Even if you don't go up and shoot it, have somebody else guard you. Right now, nobody's guarding our guards, and we're not getting any type of motion against that triangle and two.
Lob play, they didn't get it as Christian got hammered to the floor.
Hayden trips Van Hook but he goes for no gain, so.
Coin.
Raiders need to take their time. There's shots here to be had. You just got to run the offense and get them.
Van Hook's going to drive in, shoot from 18. Spins in and out, no good. And a foul is going to be whistled, and they get Lundeen on the rebounding foul.
Now the foul count's starting to get a little bit closer, but Morton shoots bonus for the next Railer foul.
We're down to 4:25. Railers are still down 34-32. They took their only lead earlier in this quarter as Van Hook got a lay-in to make it 32-31. Morton's now back up by 2.
Not sure what's going on, why the official can't put the ball in play, but there it is.
I think he was trying to back the cheerleaders up. So the Railers with it inbounds. Gesner, top of the key to Coyne. Coyne hands off to Nelson. Nelson fires a long three. Shot up an air ball.
Oh, it's just not the shot you need there.
Swinford and Nathaniel's going to be whistled for the reach as he tried to knock it away from Swinford going by. So now we've seen the Railers win a lot of games at the free throw line. We're going to see if Morton can help us lose in this one as see if they can make those free throws that hopefully they can't, because they're in the bonus now halfway through the fourth quarter.
You know Jordan's feeling frustrated. We understand that. He hasn't scored. He hasn't got to look all night. But the Railers have got to run their offense and attack that zone. When we did, we were scoring. Earlier in the third quarter, when the Railers outscored them 14-8, we were attacking the zone and getting baskets inside.
Swinford makes the first and makes the second. His first 2 points of the night. Back up to a 4-point advantage.
Big trip for the Railers here. They really don't want to.
And Gesner bounces it to no one. Turnover by the Railers gives it back to the Potters. 3:55 to go.
Railers look dispirited right now. These kids got to realize their season's on the line here. They don't play tomorrow.
Oh, tipped away by Christian. And Christian's going to be whistled for the foul. Almost had a steal, but Van Hook picks up his third.
Almost had a technical, too. He pulled his shirt up over his head.
3:49 to go. Lundeen back at the line. 1 of 2 his last trip. If he miss his first one here, that wouldn't be too bad. Free throw on the way. No good. Ball tipped out, but Van Hook gets the rebound as Coyne clears out Hayden.
We need a bucket here, fellas. Yeah, bad.
Gesner hands back to Nathaniel. Nathaniel behind the back dribble, top of the keys, picked up his dribble. Now over to Gesner. Gesner inside to a cutting Coyne, ball tipped away. Morton again with it.
Well, at 32-31 Railers, they had a bad possession, and they've had 2 more sets.
Bisping wide open, and Van Hook fouls it. Bisping laid it up and in, and Christian picks up his fourth.
This thing's getting away from us, guys. Morton has withstood a big Railer run, and now they've come back with a run of their own. It's a 7-0 run, isn't it?
Yep. 38-32. Bisping with 17 in the contest. Free throw up. That's good.
It's not out of the reach, but it's getting there. Raiders got to have a bucket on this possession, Jeff.
39-32. Morton up by 7. 3:15 to go. Ball tipped away. Gesner tracks it down, dribbles in, kicks it over to Coyne. Nathaniel clears the guy, fires a 3 on the right side. It's up off the rim, no good. Bisping high for the Morton rebound.
Nathaniel had a good look that time, just wouldn't go down. Now Morton's probably going to ice it, you'd think.
Rossi, Swinford.
There's
Hayden back out to Rossi, over to Bisping.
Pass it around, look for cutters.
Almost stolen. Is stolen by Jordan Nelson. Nelson will go in for the layup.
There's one back.
Timeout, Railers. We will keep it here. 39-34, 2:42 to go. Down 5. Your leading scorer finally gets on the board with 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go. Down 5. It's just a 2-possession game. Right now, you got to start thinking about who you foul.
Yeah, you got to think about who you foul.
Scrambling, you know, we talked about scrambling early on, and now I think you got to at least widen that zone up a little bit and kind of go a man-to-man in the back and just let those wings try and anticipate any kind of passes that you can cut away, just like Jordan did right there. Any type of little pass, anybody can shoot through a lane there and get some steals. Any type of traps, you got to seal up, and then the guys outside the traps got to look for steals. We've got to know who we can foul, maybe a Rossi. We've seen Lundin miss some now, so we're getting into that point where if you don't get steals, especially in the full courts, you got to think about it, because the way Morton has been passing, they could hold it on it for quite a while.
Possession arrow goes to the Railers if it comes to that, Jeff. So, yep, got to play hard defense here. Let's see if we can turn them again. Morton has 14 turnovers at this point in the game.
Both teams down to just 3 timeouts, 2:42 to go. Railers are down by 5, 39-34, fourth quarter. Someone's going to the regional championship Friday night, and somebody is going home. Swinford with a spin move on the baseline. He left, ball tipped away, Van Hook gets it. And then Swinford's going to be whistled for the foul as he knocked it away from Gesner.
Only their 4th. Only the 4th one called on him. 6 for the game. Morton with just 6 fouls called during the game, even though they're playing essentially man.
You know, if there were a storybook ending to this one, Nelson, who's been held without a 3 the entire night, hits a 3 to win it.
Yes, wouldn't that be nice?
Gesner, Coyne between the circles. Jordan fires off a 3. It's on the way. It's good.
The others are back in it. Plenty of time now.
2:11 to go. 39-37. Got to get back on defense. So Swinford's right to the basket. Lays it up and in.
That's all right. We're okay now. We're back down 4. It's just 2 possessions.
41-37. 2 minutes to go. Gesner. Coyne. Top of the key. Over to Gesner. Gesner fires a 3. Little long. Coyne fighting for the rebound, but Bisping high for Morton.
That wasn't a good shot.
1:40 to go. 41-37. Hayden goes in. Ball tipped away, but Swinford tracks it down. Coyne almost knocked it away. Back to Rossi. Bisping. 1:30 to go. Railers down 4.
Boy, Morton doing a nice job moving the ball, not letting the Railers. They're going right back to where the Railers are doubling from.
Swinford underneath to Hayden, lays it up and in.
Boy, that was sweet. Got 2 Railers with him, or 2 defenders with him, and then dish down.
43-37, still a 2-possession game, but they become very critical now. Nathaniel's going to drive, pull-up jumper on the way, good. Timeout, Railers.
Railers with 2 left.
43-39, 106. Again, we will keep it here. 66 seconds to go.
An eternity in a high school basketball game.
Well, and you know, the one thing is, you think about in the huddle is, okay, who do we foul to see if we can get them to miss free throws? At this point, it really doesn't matter that much, because with the Railers being whistled for 9 from here on out, Morton gets 2 no matter what.
Yep. So we got to have missed free throws, but the Railers really need to generate a turnover if they can.
Yeah, last night the Potters were 25 of 32 from the line. Wow, 78%. 9 of 10 for Will Hayden, 9 of 10 for Brett Bisping, and Tyler Lundin was 6 of 10. So really, those 3 guys are going to be the ones with the ball most of the time. And we've already seen where Bo Swinford has stepped up tonight and hit 2 free throws. So pick your poison, I think, with Morton right now. You just got to hope they miss a couple and the Railers can come down and score.
Yep, return it. A 10-second count would be nice. A turnover would be nice. Lots of things would be nice. That clock saying 5:06 would be nice. Yeah. So, but you got what you got. The Raiders have an opportunity to win this basketball game, and we knew it was going to be hard.
1:06 left. It is Morton 43, Lincoln 39. Gesner almost with a steal in the backcourt. Morton breaks into the front court. 1 minute, 60 seconds to go. Railers down by 4. Railers are playing chase. Morton playing keep away.
Wait another 10 seconds probably, and then you got a foul.
Bisping, 49 seconds.
Don't foul, Brant.
Hayden, down to 40.
Yeah, we got to think about fouling now.
Bisping, trying to do something, and then a foul is going to be whistled.
Point. He's out. I'm not sure. We could have had that foul 20 seconds ago. That's a shame because he's one of our three-point shooters.
Yeah, and one of their best free throw shooters go to the line. I don't know why some of the other guys should have been fouling there without Brant, so Brant didn't have to.
36-6. It really comes down to this. They got to miss free throws if the Raiders have a shot. Although even making 2, that's still only a 2-possession game.
Bisping with 18, 19.
You know, it's what you get for playing good competition all year. These kids have played in middle lineup. That's a great conference.
44-39. Second free throw, good as well. Still a 2-possession game, 45-39, but the Railers need points in bunches and in a hurry.
Yeah, we can't be just dribbling it up.
Austin with a long 3. That's off the rim, no good. And
Mike Dewar.
Lundeen grabs it, fouled by Gesner, and he will head to the line.
Well, I guess we don't want a home regional. Well, this would be 3 regionals in a row that we didn't get out of at home.
27 seconds to go. (45-39). First free throw on the way is good.
That's a big one. That makes it a 3-possession game.
Second and 2 coming from Tyler Lundeen.
Second one up. Good as well. Morton has made their free throws when they've needed to. It's an 8-point game. Gesner has it stripped in the backcourt.
That'll do it.
Over to Bisping. Bisping is hammered by Austin, and they're calling an intentional foul on Austin.
They should. He reached out and grabbed him. Well, it just has not been the Railers' night, Jeff, and we said they needed to start early. They didn't. They came back, got a lead, and then had 3 straight bad possessions, and that was pretty much a ball game. After that, the Railers scored only 7 points coming down the stretch.
Bisping's free throw, the first one good.
Second and 2 coming from Bisping.
Second one rattles in and out. 18 seconds to go, 48-39 Morton. Unless something very unusual happens, Morton will be advancing to the regional championship on Friday night.
Yep, to play one of the Springfield schools. Boy, I got to tell you, Morton has a good path to the state final, Jeff. We know the sectional's not strong and the super sectional isn't.
Timeout's being taken by Morton. I think Bisping had a scratch or some blood on his arm, so they're going to take care of that so they don't have to pull him out so he can be on the floor at the end of this one. 48-39, 18 seconds to go, and it looks like the Railers season will end here tonight.
Yeah, it's a shame the Railers didn't play their best game. They could not figure out how to attack that zone. We're going to look at the stats. I got the Railers with 27 3-point shots, and we've said it all year that they got to have balance. When they have balance, they win. When they don't have balance, they lose. And unfortunately tonight, they fell in love with the 3, and unfortunately we had the wrong people shooting it all night.
Tough when you really haven't seen it all year, and it's something you go against in a game like this, and you can't get going. 2 of your big scorers don't get going because I'll give credit to Morton. You know, those two kids did a good job on Smitty and Nelson all night.
Great job. And we talk about in state tournament, you're going to be allowed to hold. And they did, and they took advantage of how it was officiated. The Railers did.
They inbound, and the Railers have chosen not to foul, and the clock will run out. Hayden will dribble it out as the last 5 seconds will go down on the Railer season. It is a final, and Morton has knocked off the number 1 seeded Railers by a final score of 48-39. Morton improves to 22-7, and they will advance to Friday night's regional championship against either SHG or Lanphier. The Railers season ends as they finish at 25-6. Again, the final score, Morton 48, Lincoln 39. We will be back with our post game in a moment, back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.